Hey, welcome to Pilates with Jen, and thanks for joining me today. Today, I am bringing you a quick intermediate reformer flow. We will be using our Pilates box in the sidecar position. So if your Pilates machine is not raised off the floor, you do not need your Pilates box for this. You can just use a mat. The only thing you might need a Pilates box for is when we do some full body core work before we switch sides. Today, I'm starting with one red spring on my machine. My box is on the floor, sidecar way on the side I'm starting, in line or a little bit past the shoulder blocks. So you might have to move this box around to what works for your body, but I find my box a little closer to the risers helps me with the movement a little bit better. We are going to be starting in the well today, so once you have your straps hooked up, your red spring on, your box where it needs to go, have a step into your well, and I'll meet you on the reformer. All right, once you're ready, go ahead, have a step into your well. This is where we'll be starting today. You can adjust your body as you need to when we put our hands on top of the shoulder blocks, but for now, just give yourself some space here. Shoulders are back and down, abs are pulled in. We're gonna reach those arms up over our head, find that length in those arms, elongate from that waistline. Tuck that chin towards your chest. I want you to slowly round that spine. Bending the knees as you round the spine, coming down towards your shoulder blocks. Hands are on top of the shoulder blocks. You want to drop those shoulders back and down. Now we're going to continue doing that round spine. We're going to tuck our chin towards our chest. Slowly pull the carriage in towards our abdominals as we round that spine. We're going to exhale. We're going to let that carriage float back, resisting it through molasses as we elongate from the tailbone to the crown of the head. Again, inhale and round. Pull the rises. I pull the shoulder blocks towards you. Exhale, elongate that spine. Let's go for 4. Pull it in. Think about drawing those abs in towards that navel. Exhale, elongate that spine. Weight should be onto the back of your heels. Two more here, round. Getting that flexion. Exhale, elongation. One more. When those arms come long, I want you to reorganize your body, send those shoulders down. We're going to take our hands to the sides of the shoulder blocks. Now, I'm going to crouch myself down. You're going to come into a low squat with a flat back. We're going to come with double arm rows. So when you're ready, you're going to pull those arms towards your chest, resisted back. Long line from your tailbone to the crown of your head, pulling those shoulders back towards your midline, keeping them close to the body. Yes, deeper you squat, the more this becomes full body work, so you make it your own. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. When those arms come long, slowly stand yourself on up. Now hands come back to the shoulder blocks. You're in that rounded spine, chin is tucked towards your chest. From here, I want you to go ahead, bring your shoulders over your wrist. That spine's going to elongate, but this time we're going to come into extension as we drop our hips towards the shoulder blocks. And if extension is for you, make the chest proud, take the gaze to the clouds. Let's go ahead, round the spine. Drop the heels back. When you get those heels drop back, you're going to squat yourself down, coming in for round 2. I'm taking my right hands, left hands can stay on my hips, come behind my back. Weight is to the heels. Single arm row, pull towards your midline, resist. You're trying to keep that elbow close to your side body, close to your leg as you pull it in. Remember how you breathe. It's a tool, not a rule. So depending on the work I'm doing, sometimes I use the exhale when I need the power, and sometimes I don't. We got 4, 3, 2, One, when that arm comes long, both hands come to those shoulder blocks. You're going to extend those legs, tuck that chin towards the chest, hands come on top of the shoulder blocks. We're going to line those shoulders up over those wrists. Drop that pelvis forward. Send those shoulders back. A little back extension. Great job. One more set. Drop those heels back. Chin towards the chest. Send the weight to the heels. Bend at the knees. Get into that low hover squat. Left hand is now pulling. Right hand's coming behind my back. Pull, resist. Remember that resist is through thick mud. You're resisting those springs from taking you back. Pull, really feel the power in that arm, especially on that resistance, how you're stopping those springs from slamming closed. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last set. Hand comes down. Both hands come to the top of the shoulder blocks. Go ahead, elongate those legs. Bring your shoulders over those wrists. You want to drop those hips forward, send those shoulders back and down. Still keep the core and rib cage engaged. Take your gaze to the clouds. One more breath. And go ahead, drop your heels. Give yourself a little bit of a puppy stretch here through the back line of your body. Maybe lift your toes to get a deeper stretch through the back line of the legs. And then when you're ready, you are going to go ahead, step out of the well. Your box should be sidecarred. Little note, the closer your box is to your pulleys, the easier it's going to be. So if you want it harder, move your box further. We are going to be taking a spring change. We are coming down to one blue spring, taking that red spring off. Once you have that red spring off, you're going to come sit on your box. You're going to face your pulleys or your tower. Now my inside hand is my left hand. My right hand is just at my waist. Feet are planted down, squeezing together. Shoulder block may be a little bit behind you. That's fine. When you're ready, single arm chest press. You're going to push it out and resist it in. So again, that molasses of resistance is what we're looking for here. We're slowing the motion down. Press it out, resist it in. Use that core to stabilize the rest of your body. We have 5, pushing the weight away from us. 4, 3, 2, last one. Bring it on in. Great job. All right, we're gonna go ahead, reach down, grab that strap. That strap is coming to the opposite hand. Opposite hand, I'm sliding that strap up to my forearm, but I am gonna choke up just so it's not hitting and making noise on my floor. Squeezing the legs together, sitting tall up over those sitting bones, coming up for a high row, elbow comes out, resist it back. So now working the opposite arm. Try not to let that rotation happen yet. Try to keep that spine as quiet as possible. Squeeze through that midline. Really press into those back muscles as that elbow comes back. We have 4 and 3, 2. Next one, you're gonna hold it back. You're gonna add that rotation, bring it back, release the arm. Pull, rotate, bring it back, and release. Pull, rotate, back, and release. Remember, this rotation is coming from your waistline. We have 4. Watch those wrists that they're not broken. 3, 2, last one, and go ahead, release that arm. You can hang that strap up. And now we are coming onto our box in a quadruped position. I am going to scoot my box back just a little bit. So when I'm coming quadruped position, my forearm is in line with my shoulder block. Inside hand again is pushing. This time in a quadruped position, abs are pulled in, shoulders are drawing down our back. You can be on a low elbow if your wrists bother you. You're gonna push the carriage out, resist it in. Push it out and resist. So just like a high row we did with the strap, now we're doing a high row with the carriage. Really press into that back muscle as that elbow comes up towards the clouds. We got 3 for 2. Last one, I want you to press it out, hold it out. Now draw those abs in, send that stabilizing shoulder back and down. You're lifting your knee opposite side, so this is my right knee, bringing my weight to the center, keeping that carriage pulled out. You're going to extend the leg. You're going to lower, you're going to lift, you're going to lower and lift, using that shoulder under time, under tension. Make sure those shoulders are away from your ears. We got 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, when the leg is lifted, hold it there. We're gonna do pulses. Pulse the leg, pulse the arm for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Woo! Last one. Bring it on in and carefully come into a child's pose and give your wrist a moment. We're going to turn anglely towards the carriage. I don't even know if that's a word, but we're going to diagonally position our bodies towards the carriage. Both hands, we are on a blue spring here, are coming onto the shoulder block. We're coming for kneeling planks. Arms stay straight. You're going to drop those arms down. You're going to drop your hips. Come as far as you can go. Draw the abs in. Control the carriage back. So extend. Drop the hips, drop the shoulders. Pull it in. So this is a little bit of oblique work here because we have that angle. Still using our shoulders, pressing them down our back to support our body, making our back muscles stronger. Let's go for 4 more. 3, 2. On this last one, you're going to hold it out. Just hold it out. Stabilize. Can you give me little pulses out? 8, 7, 6, 5. Embrace the shake. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it all the way in. Woo. And go ahead, come to a kneeling position. My back is going to be to you. You're going to face the carriage. Your right hand is coming to the shoulder block. To the outside shoulder block. So your right hand's coming to the furthest shoulder block away from you. Your inside hand is coming to the shoulder block closest to your body. You're going to drop those shoulders back. You're going to squeeze through that midline. You're going to push the carriage away. You're going to twist your torso. Try to drop that shoulder down. Really get through that bottom shoulder. Push that carriage away from you. Bring the carriage back to center. Rotate your torso back to neutral. Again, push away. Get a big stretch through that arm, especially the bottom one, getting that mobility work. Keep those abs pulled in, send that booty up, and bring it back. Let's go for 2 more. Big stretch through the outside of that shoulder. This is especially great for the shoulder on the bottom, which for me is my left. This time when you bring your torso back to the center, carefully take both hands and you're going to come up off that box. Now I'm going to stay on a blue spring. You are welcome to add more support here. I am going to take my carriage, I'm going to move my carriage out, and I am going to place my box in front of my platform. So once my box is in front of my platform, I'm gonna come around to the other side, bring our knees down, and elbows are coming down to that platform. Coming into some full body work here, you're gonna lift those knees, you're gonna extend your legs out long. Now you're holding that plank here, you're squeezing through your midline. Your feet can be through the headrest, squeezing together if you choose. Now, we're gonna move from the shoulders. You're gonna extend yourself out, pull yourself in. So extend out and pull in. Press it out. Bring those shoulders up in line with those wrists. All that weight is to the heels of your feet, not dumping through your lower back. This can be done on your knees as well. Let's go for 3, 2, 1 more here. Extend it out, pull it in, hold that plank for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, drop those knees. Come back into child's pose. And then I'm carefully gonna come off the other side of my platform, the other side of my carriage. I'm gonna pick my box up, let my carriage close. If you change that spring to a red spring, go ahead and change it back to a blue. I'm gonna take my box, bring it up past my shoulder blocks, so when I'm sitting down, this arm is a little bit behind my waist. Shoulders are back and down. Opposite hands at my waist or on my hips. When you're ready, single arm. You're gonna extend it out, resist it in. So again, you're controlling those springs from returning and snapping home, using that core to keep your body from rotating. Press it out. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend that carriage in, bring that carriage in, not extend, and relax those shoulders. We're gonna grab that strap. I'm gonna go ahead, choke up, bring my hands through, choke up on that strap. Strap is on the outside hand. Inside hand is at my waist. We're coming for same movement, high chest row. So you're gonna pull the elbow back, squeeze the back muscles, resist it forward. Press it out. Pull it towards your chest, resist it forward. Pull and release. Abdominals are working hard, keeping your body from rotating. We have 4, 3, we're gonna hold that, 2. On this next one, you're gonna hold it in. You're gonna rotate towards the left, bring it back, release the arm. Pull, hold, time under tension. Rotate, bring it back, release. Rotation may be very small. Last 2. Last one. And bring it on in. Good job. Relax that shoulder. And you can go ahead, hang that strap up. Moving the back box slightly back just a little bit. Oops. All right, coming down to our hands and knees. Quadruped position, same position here. Hands coming to the top of the shoulder block. Abs are pulled in. Shoulders are down your back. You're pushing the carriage away from you, pulling it back in. Resisting that pull in, using the muscles to stop that spring. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. You're going to hold it out. Now draw those shoulders back. You're going to lift that opposite leg, square your weight out. You're going to lower and lift the leg. Lower and lift. Time under tension for that shoulder. Keep it away from your ear. 3, 2, last one. Can you hold it out? This is where the pulse is. Pulse it out, pulse it up, out and up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it all the way in. And go ahead, sit yourself back into child's pose. Relax those shoulders. And this is where we take that quarter turn here. Knees are diagonal towards my shoulder block. Both hands coming on to my shoulder block. Shoulders are back and down, abs are pulled in. You're gonna push the carriage away. As the carriage is pushing away, you're dropping those hips, engaging that core. Pulling the carriage back home. Extend. Drop the hips, squeeze through that midline. Pull it in. Make sure that those ears are not creeping up. Those shoulders are not creeping up to your ears. Last 3. For 2. Last 1. We're going to hold it out. This is where we hold it and we pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it all the way in. Turn, quarter turn, so you're facing the carriage. Inside hand comes to the outside shoulder block. Outside hand comes to the inside shoulder block. Mobility of the inside shoulder. So this is mobility for my right side. Push the carriage, send the booty up. Draw those abs in, twist the torso around the waist, drop the shoulders. Bring it back to the center. Again, torso twist, push away. Bring it in. Last 3. For 2. Last one, this is where we're going to hold it out. Just get a big deep stretch through that bottom shoulder. Try to drop that head down, send that booty up just a little bit more, and carefully bring it on in. Go ahead, kneel yourself up. Relax those shoulders here. Great job. We're going to go ahead. If you did your planks on your red spring, go ahead, put that red spring back on. Box is coming back in for our last set of planks. So coming back to our knees, elbows are down. If you want to bring your flat palms, by all means, do what works for you. So elbows are coming down, abs are pulled in. We're going to go ahead, we're going to lift our knees, and you're going to push yourself out to your plank. I'm bringing my legs together through the foot bar. If you're on your high wrist, you're coming down to your elbows. If you're on your elbows, you're coming to your high wrist. So you're coming up one, up the other one, then drop and drop. You're starting and finishing with the same arm. Drop, drop. One more, starting with whatever arm you started with. I started with my right. I'm going to hold, squeeze. Now I'm starting with my left. Left comes up, right. Left down, left down. Left comes up, followed by the right, down and down. Go down to your knees if you need to. We got 2 more. 1 more. Bring it down, Bend those knees. Go ahead, set yourself back into child's pose. Take your hands to the box. Maybe push yourself out. Get a big stretch through those shoulders. Relax them down your back. Let's breathe it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Carefully come in. Close that carriage. I'm going to have a seat facing you. You can leave the box right where it is. We're going to raise those arms up towards the clouds. Interlace them, get a nice stretch. Bring the arms down by the side. Take your hands, press it down on the mat, bring it over for lateral flexion. Open up that waistline. Close that left hip to rib. Bring it back up to center. And let's take that left arm, reach it over to the right side. Bring it back to center. Roll those shoulders. And that concludes today's workout. Like always, please like, comment, share, subscribe. And if you have any suggestions or anything else you would like to see, just let me know in the comments and I'll be sure to make it happen. And until next time, I'll meet you on the Reformer. Bye.